Hey. You found me.
Yeah, well, you're hard to miss. Stylish, right?
Very sexy. You think that maybe I could, maybe I get a copy of that sonogram sometime?
Of course.
How's your sister doing? She didn't look so good at the hospital. Is she okay?
I was just calling you. I am sorry I ran off like that. I shouldn't have left without talking it through. I wasn't thinking.
I talked to Ford. I went there looking for you. You had just left and he was a mess.
I wanted to kill him. And I could have. But it wouldn't change anything.
It was only one time.
And it wasn't your fault. I understand that. But the fact is, there's still a chance that this baby could be his. And until we get a paternity test...
I'm so sorry, Brody.
It's okay. I talked to your sister. I know what I have to do.
Jessica and the baby are fine physically. It's just something that's going on with Brody. But I'll tell you later, because it's not really a story for the firing range. So what is this? Target practice? Not really a police issue.
No, it's not.
Did you ever get the DNA results for Eli Clark's body?
Tahiti said it was corrupted.
Interesting.
I thought so.
On the other hand, what are DNA results going to tell you that you don't already know? Eli Clark is dead.
I'd like some proof of that.
I made you a mix.
Of what, Lady Gaga?
No, I told him what you like.
And I wanted you to know how much I appreciate the invitation to dinner.
Oh, Karen, that is so nice. It's been a while since a man's given me flowers.
I gave you flowers on Labor Day at the picnic.
Like I said, it's been a while.
So, I'm starving. Let's order.
You think you might want to wait for your brother?
Greg? He's not coming.
Since when?
Since he left town.
Where'd he go?
You're alive. I didn't think it was possible. I can't believe it's true. But it is. You're alive.
You lied to me about Ross?
Did you see Ross? Or is that what you were lying about?
You first. What were you lying about?
I'm not going first. I'm the dad.
Yeah, well, I'm the kid and I'm not telling you anything.
Dr. Evans, so nice of you to drop by.
I don't believe it.
Why? You were expecting someone else?
I know it's an incredible opportunity. Artist in residence at LU, very generous grant so I can focus on my paintings. But, I really appreciate it, but I'm gonna have to say no.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's saying. You talked to Natalie. So you know I told her everything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I should have asked you first. It's just you just left and I had to talk to someone.
I understand. I talked to her too. I was boiling over about Ford and you were gone.
What did she say?
She mostly listened, but then she reminded me that these things happen.
Now that I remember everything, it's hard to understand why it seems so important, but I was 17, you know, in my mind, and it was prom. I was supposed to be with Christian. I was supposed to make love for the first time, and then I saw him propose to Layla. And you told me about Mitch attacking me. And I don't know, I lost it. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, now she's gone. You've lost her for good.
Ford was just there. I just needed something or someone to take away the pain.
I know what that's like.
I just felt so alone.
Jessica, I don't blame you. I've done plenty of stupid things myself. The point is, where do we go from here? How do we make it right?
Why do you need proof that Eli's dead? Blair confessed to shooting him, the body burned in the fire, which you saw, and we even have the bullet from the corpse.
This is his gun.
Did you do a ballistics match?
Already done, it matches.
Okay, so, end of story.
I'm not so sure. Why so surprised, Greg? We spoke on the phone.
I had no idea it was you. I thought it was a hoax.
And still you came.
I was hoping it wasn't you, knowing full well there wasn't a chance in hell that you'd survive a shooting and a fire.
And yet here I am, and hardly a scratch on me. So this is where Taya Delgado drew her last breath. It's too bad Taya couldn't come back from the dead, too.
Drive a hard bargain like your mom.
You should like that.
I do.
Todd, what did you lie to me about?
Oh, earlier today, when I told you that I spoke to John McBain about Ross being dangerous and that he committed all those crimes with Eli. That stuff wasn't exactly true. And he didn't accuse Ross of anything.
I told you Ross was innocent.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
He's not a murderer. Okay, yes, he has some anger issues, but he's not going to sit down and plan out a murder and then carry it out. It's not who he is.
Okay, if you say so.
Then why would you say that?
Because earlier you were talking about reaching out to him, and I don't want you to do that.
I was going to tell him about Mom. He deserves to know.
And then what?
What do you mean, and then what?
Danny, if you reach out to Ross, I guarantee you he's going to take that as an invitation to become involved with you again.
So?
I'm not going to let him take you away from me. It's not going to happen.
What does Taya being dead have to do with Greg not showing up for dinner?
I'm just saying, Greg is really taking it hard. He feels responsible.
Why?
She was his patient. He feels like he failed her. Anyway, he went off to some retreat to clear his head. Have you ever had the onion rings here?
Doesn't sound like the Greg I know.
I'm just telling you what Greg told me.
Destiny's right about one thing. Greg hasn't been himself since Taya went off to that hospice.
I'm finished talking about Taya Delgado. I kept her from her family because of you. Even when she changed her mind and wanted to see them, I denied her that comfort.
I thought neurosurgeons were supposed to be objective and detached.
What do you want with me, Eli? Why am I here, huh? You're dead. You got what you wanted.
Oh, I may be dead, as far as the world's concerned. But I am far from finished. I need your help, Dr. Evans. You're gonna give it to me.
You got a hunch?
No, not even.
Well, something's bothering you about this case. What do you think there, Junior? Think Daddy's gonna hit a dead end, or you think he's onto something? What? Come on, you and me, our kid's gonna make law enforcement history.
Let's just hope he's on the right side.
She will be.
She? You mean little Hondo Jr. is a she
Okay,
now?
we were talking about Elijah Clark. He's a lawyer, and he knows how to cover his tracks.
By killing whoever stumbled along his bogus ID, yes.
Except for he knew we were onto him and he didn't try to kill us.
No. Instead, he ran with Blair.
And of all the places in the world he could go to, he takes her to Tahiti.
where his brother lives.
And everyone thought he was dead.
Not everyone.
So you're thinking that Ross helped him?
So the news of my death, how did good old Landview react? Everyone buy it?
Are you kidding me? You were shot, you were in a fire, they found a body.
Yes, that was a nice touch.
I don't even want to know.
Let's just say I had a little help from my brother. You know how close family can be. After all, look at what you've done for yours.
You gotta put a little vinegar on the onions. Ketchup's too sweet.
Now that's a song.
Who played that? I love that song.
I know. And I'll play it every day for as long as you live. If you promise to keep smiling at me like that.
Eat your food, it's getting cold.
Okay.
Destiny, are you and Darren practicing safe sex?
You changed your mind. You know, and I completely understand, because when you asked me to marry you, you thought that this baby was yours, and now, you know, who knows? And that's not fair, you know, to ask you to raise another man's child, because that's what it could come down to. And if you want out, I completely understand.
That's not what I want. Jessica. Will you marry me?
I'm sorry. My fiancé shouldn't have interrupted.
I had to. He's not making any sense. You know how it is with these artistic types. One moment it's yes, the next it's no. But rest assured, Christian's accepting this grant.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I think I'll let the two of you work this out. But Christian, you are aware that the grant comes with a teaching assignment?
Yes, of course, which is why...
It's so perfect because he's a terrific teacher.
Well, the term has begun. I'll need your decision right away.
What are you doing?
You're not giving up your career just so I can have mine.
You know, I could be way out in left field on this.
You know, kiddo, your dad keeps making these baseball references ever since I got pregnant. I'm thinking he might really want you to know all about this awful game. So you were saying that you're off base?
I got no chance of winning this, do I?
No. Okay, Eli, you must have had a plan B.
Or a brother in Tahiti.
Right. So if things went south, he could just take off to Tahiti.
That seems to be what happened.
Yeah. Okay, well, what about Blair? You know, he couldn't have known that Blair was going to shoot him.
It was his gun.
But Blair said that the shooting was an accident, the fire was an accident.
It's a lot of accidents.
So you're thinking that Eli or Ross set her up?
I don't know.
Okay. What about the body? You know, the man was wearing Eli's ring, he had his passport, and his wedding photo was in his pocket.
Yeah, the thing is about that photo. It was charred all around the edges, but the rest of it was clean, same as the passport.
I thought you said the body was burned beyond recognition.
It was.
So how does a paper photo and a passport survive? You're thinking that this body was a plant.
All I'm saying is there's a lot of things that don't make any sense.
Okay. Can we talk to Rayburn?
We could if the Tahitian police hadn't cut him loose.
So you thought that I'd call Ross, tell him about Mom, and then what? Run off with him?
All right, I panicked a little bit. After everything that's happened, I just don't want to lose you too.
You're not losing me. Hey, I'm right here.